What's going on, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, we gotta talk. we gotta talk. So I'm hearing more on this Karmelo Anthony case is that I'm hearing a lot of people, now it's black man, put it this way, now there are a lot of people saying that it's black man's fault. There have been a lot of people online yelling up and down the streets, twerking on camera, twerking in the comments, saying it's black man's fault that Karmelo got, convicted. It's the black man's fault that Karmelo got, 35, sentenced to 35 years, that he got found guilty. So everything's the black man's fault now, right? So you can't even walk down the street and you trip and fall is the black man's fault. You wake up in the morning with a headache, it's the black man's fault. I mean, you get a headache, just blame it on the black man. So we get blamed for everything. Not that Karmelo did anything wrong. It ain't his fault. He committed the crime, but somehow it's our fault that he got convicted. Right? It's our fault. Yeah, man, look at here. When we talk about black community has no accountability, this is what we're talking about. Karmelo's parents, no accountability. Right? They walked out on the young man doing sentencing. I mean, come on now. A lot of people are saying this is a grift that, like Karmelo's been hung out to dry. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going around, and just like this damn video that everybody's saying, man, Willie D. Let me harp on Willie D for a second, right? Willie D, listen up, fam. Let me tell y'all something. There's a new video out of the Karmelo Anthony stabbing, and it clearly shows that he was jumped. Man, I saw that bullshit that Willie D showed. Somebody went into, I guess, to view the video, went to Frisco ISD to view the video, and they had on some Meta glasses, what he said. And, bro, you couldn't see shit. I mean, you didn't even see the tent. No tent. It's like somebody just, I don't know what the hell they did. All you could see was a row of bleachers and some people walking, and that was it, if you can make that out, right? But there was no tent. Now, I know that, during the trial, they said that the video was grainy, you could barely see, and that's because it was from a security cam, which was across the field, so it couldn't zoom in, and the more you zoom in, the grainier it got, right? So, but when you did see it from a distance, you could still see the tent. You could still see that there were tents, right? And you could see, what was going on up under the tent. You just couldn't make out really who you know what I'm saying? You couldn't get a clear shot or a clear picture of, like, who was doing what actually. You know what I'm saying? It was just, you could make out certain things. And you could also tell that if it was a group of kids, you would be able to see a group of kids honing in on one kid, if that actually happened. But it didn't. So what I'm saying is that bullshit video that Willie D trying to yo fam, this video clearly shows that, Karmelo Anthony was jumped. That video clearly shows nothing. Like, and the way the angle was, if you wearing Meta glasses, that's like me going in with these, and these are my Meta glasses, and I'm looking straight ahead, line of sight, straight shot at the video. Why is that motherfucker tilted like this? Why is it tilted like that? Why it seemed like the person that was looking at it was looking up and at an angle, like they 5'3" with one leg, one good leg and one bad leg. They look like they 5'3", and one leg is shorter than the other. It was cocked like this and looking up. It was such a bad fucking angle, man. I'm like, what the hell was this person doing? It was such a bad angle, man. You could tell that was clearly some bullshit that Willie D showed. I don't know what the hell. Who looks at a video like that? If you got on meta glasses and you supposed to be recording, wouldn't you be like level looking at the video? Why are you all cocked like this, down at an angle looking up? What the fuck? That shit was stupid. It was some bullshit. It was clearly some bullshit. That video was stupid. And like I said, you couldn't see no tents, no nothing. So yeah, I don't know who decided to put that out and say that that's the video of Karmelo Anthony getting jumped. And people believe it. People are running with that video. People are saying that that's the actual video. Ain't nobody forward that video to the prosecutor. Ain't nobody forward that video to the defense. You know, to say, hey, here, I mean, hey, all right, man, y'all got to quit this shit, black people. Y'all want Karmelo Anthony to be innocent so bad that you're willing to make up anything, any fucking kind of lie, and dumbass black people are running with it. That's how y'all want this narrative to be, is that Karmelo's innocent when we know he's guilty. Hell, he know he's guilty. He said it. He said it. I did it. I'm not alleged. I did it. He clearly made that statement. It's not alleged. I did it. He tried to claim self-defense, but there was no equal force. You cannot, end somebody's life because they pushed you. That's not equal force. Now, I'm not saying that Austin had a right to touch Karmelo. Not saying it. But if somebody touches you, you don't end their life, right? Austin had, like I said, keep your hands to yourself. I believe that, right? Don't touch me. I believe that. However, if you touch me or push me, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna touch you back. I'm gonna push you, or I'm gonna put these hands on you, one or the other. If you push me, I'm pushing you back. That's it. You hit me, I'm hitting you back. You push me or hit me, I don't have no right to end your life. I don't have no right to pick up a weapon, right? That's crazy. And the fact that a lot of grown men are online on these panels, y'all are the problem. You grown men in y'all 40s, 50s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I mean, y'all too old for this shit. Y'all are too old to be talking about, man, if somebody hit me, I do the same thing. I got to protect myself. Yeah, you can protect yourself by hitting them back. I mean, what's so hard in pushing or hitting somebody back if they touch you and you feel like, well, shit, that's too much. You ain't gonna be touching me. You ain't gonna be doing me like that. If your space is invaded, you have every right to defend yourself. I truly believe that. You do. However, it has to be met with equal force. You cannot take out a weapon and try to hurt somebody or try to end somebody's life because they pushed you. That's a coward. Straight up coward. And I was told on Facebook, because I said that on Facebook, if you touch somebody, if somebody touches you and you feel like you have to end their life because they touched you, you're a coward. Oh man, you a coward for saying that. I'm like, what? So I'm a coward for thinking it's okay to use your hands. Oh, I'm a coward for saying that. I'm a coward for saying fight. Use your hands. Somebody touch you, somebody get in your space, push you, and you get the right to hit them back. That's me saying that's me being a coward. What's more cowardice? Me deciding to deciding to fight you back, right? Me deciding to fight you back, or me pulling out a weapon. What's more coward? Who's the coward? How is it I'm a coward because I decided to fight somebody back versus, using a weapon when I'm the only one with the weapon? How is that me being a coward? If I choose to use my hands because the other person's using his hands, he don't have a weapon, not that I know of, but he all he's doing is telling me to leave. I don't want to leave. He pushes me, so I pull out a weapon. So that to them, that's not being a coward. But if I decide to use my hands and fight, that's being a coward? Make that make sense. How does that work out? But again, these grown men are the problem. These men on these panels, and I said it, I'm gonna say it again, y'all some punks. And I don't mean, well, let me say it like Funky.Neva said. Y'all some punks. Not punks, not P-U-N-K. Y'all some punks with an O, P-O-N-K. Y'all some punks. I don't know how the fuck Funky.Neva come up with that, but yeah, y'all some punks. I mean, serious. You have grown men on these panels talking about it's okay to take somebody out, to use a weapon, to end somebody's life because they touched you. Y'all know how y'all sound scary. If you just listen to these guys on these panels, they sound weak. Man, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Like they about to start crying on the damn panel. Like this situation triggered an emotional response to something that happened to them when they were in high school. That's what it sounds like. These guys sound like they back in high school. And with a mindset like that, that's why a lot of y'all niggas wind up in prison. Flat out. That's why a lot of y'all wind up in jail, in prison. That's why a lot of y'all done ended up in the ground. Because of that mindset. No conflict resolution. Y'all don't know how to control your emotions. As soon as you touch me, we on 10. Hell, y'all niggas past 10. Y'all on 30 and 40 talking about taking somebody's life because they touched you. Of course, nobody has a right to put their hands on you. If you know what you're doing, you can defend yourself without using a weapon. If somebody put their hands on you, you got every right to put your hands back on them, especially in Texas. You know what I'm saying? You have every right. You can fight them back. But these guys are sitting up here online, like I said, and these men are the problem. They don't realize, or maybe they don't care, that you have people listening to you. You have younger men in the audience listening to you. And this is the example. And from what I understand, a lot of these men have kids of their own. So you're telling your kids that it's okay to take somebody's life. That's what you're promoting. And this is what y'all are promoting: take somebody's life if you get pushed, if you get touched. Willie D, that's exactly what he's promoting. Especially when he talked to Dennis Sperling. My brother. You mean to tell me that if somebody touch you, you don't have a right to defend yourself? And when he talking about defending himself, he talking about taking somebody's life. If somebody touch me, you know, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. Man. And the messed up thing about it, Willie D got up there and said that when he was young and there was a bully in his neighborhood, he outsmarted the bully, and it wasn't by using a weapon. He admitted that. Willie D on his live, when he was showing that BS video, said that when he was young and there was a bully in his neighborhood, he outsmarted the bully and was able to take the bully, take him out, take him down or whatever without using a weapon. Really? So you actually used your head and was able to defeat the bully without using a weapon. But you're telling everybody else that they have to use a weapon. That it's okay for them to use a weapon. Why not tell them to do what you did? Outsmart the bully. Figure out a different way, a different path, right? That's what you did. Willie D, you sat up there and said that you figured out a different way to take out the bully, to neutralize the situation. But you online, you on YouTube telling black men, young black men, that they need to take up arms and hurt somebody, take somebody's life because they got touched, they got hit, or they got, pushed. Make that make sense. Y'all gotta be careful of who you listening to. I'm telling you. These men with this mindset are going to get y'all in trouble. And the next time, hopefully this don't happen again, but the way things are going, we might, more likely, might have another incident. I hope not, but the way these men are online telling other men that it's okay to take somebody out because they touch you, that's crazy. That's crazy. These dudes are man, I don't know. I'm just saying, I can't. I don't know, man. Y'all are really something wrong. Y'all got something going on in y'all head. Y'all, like I said, I said it before, I'm saying it again. Y'all scared. Y'all are the punks. The punks. Like Funky.News would say, y'all are the punks. And I'm gonna keep saying it. How you gonna get online? How you gonna get on this here internet, on live, on a panel, and tell other men that it's okay to do that? Like I said, man, these dudes sound like they reliving something from their past. I'm telling you, they sound like they about to tear up and just go out and man, if somebody touch me, I gotta defend myself. I do the same thing. Stupid logic. But like I said, hey, but this is what's going on. This is where we're at. And that Austin, what's his name, Jeff Metcalf, that shit he said didn't make it any better. It just made shit worse. But we might get into that later. But you guys, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And young men, y'all teenagers, y'all out here listening to these dudes on these panels telling y'all to, pick up a weapon and take somebody out because they touch you. I hope y'all got more sense than that. I hope you guys have more sense than that. That does not make any logical sense, right? None whatsoever. There's no reason to do that, because what's going to happen? More black men are going to end up behind bars behind that, or more black men are going to end up in the ground, and we don't want that. We talking about how good we've been doing, with the percentage of black men that are incarcerated. That's not as high as it was, but we keep doing what we're doing now, we're going to have more black men incarcerated or in the ground. So what are we doing? All because you want to stick it to the white man? All this because you want to this is your get back for slavery and Jim Crow? Really? You want to harm people who done nothing to you, right? These people today, in this generation we living in, had nothing to do with what happened during Jim Crow and slavery. Now, you can say their ancestors, okay, but they are not their ancestors. We're not our ancestors, right? Man, all right, but y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. I'm about to get in here and get to work. But you guys, please be good to yourselves by all means. Let's be good to one another. And please stop listening to these idiots crying on YouTube and on these panels saying that I gotta defend myself if somebody touch me. I gotta take out a weapon. Y'all have a nice one. Peace.